AFTV, Lee, we got there in the end, mate.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I can't believe how bad it was really, the first half. But Leno come to the rescue because he sort of done what he'd done, and then we stepped up play from then on. But
what was wrong with him today? I mean, it was the mistake for the goal, and then he nearly done another one as well.
I honestly think that he's feeling the pressure. I think he's feeling the pressure from what's happened with Martinez beginning.
But he ain't there no more, Martinez.
He's not there. As soon as he makes a mistake, you can guarantee people are saying it, so he must be thinking it. And I think, as I said when we was in there, I think that it's put a little bit of unnecessary pressure on him, all this. He's come back from an injury, so he's going to find it very difficult. But there's no excuses for what he done today. No excuses, And then you think, right, okay, he's made a mistake. That's it. And then he goes and does it again. And this time got away with it, So I think when you look at it, he's got to cut out mistakes. When you look at when Martinez was in goal, he wasn't making those mistakes. So when Leno comes into the team, he's got to eradicate those mistakes. He's got to do it, and he's not at this moment in time.
It woke the team up after that, because it was a pretty flat and dead game up until then, but it woke the team up, and then after that, they looked good for the rest of the game. Yeah,
they did. From then on, they stepped it up, and certain players that needed to step up did. Listen, we can all criticise, and I think a lot of people are starting to just not turn on Arteta. That's the wrong word, but just starting to question him a little bit. He come up trumps today. Come up trumps because he was under pressure. People looking at him and everything and saying, he's not quite this and that. Brought the two substitutes on, and they were the ones that turned it. Bellerin and Aubameyang, and so you have to give him credit for that, even though I felt that he made a couple of mistakes. But we were saying before, when you look at it, he played a strong side. He wasn't taking it lightly, and that's a little bit of a worry that it was a strong side. And I look at players like, I tried to defend the Lacazette decision the other day. Right, you've got your opportunity, go in there and do it. Poor. Pepe, another poor performance. Steps up when it mattered, but these guys have got to start performing as well. It's no good saying to the manager, "Oh, he's not doing this, doing that." These players have got to start performing. They're on big money, they're big transfer fees and everything like that, and they've got to start performing week in, week out, not just every now and then.
But it's a win. It's off to a winning start, and that'll keep the morale high. Coming off the back of a defeat at City, to go away, and then we've got to take on Leicester again at the weekend. And one player, there was two players that to me stood out in the game. One was Gabriel at the back, who's continuing to put in excellent performances for Arsenal. But also I thought the new boy, Partey, who you said you didn't want to see him playing, right? But he played the full 90 minutes. Yeah, but he looked good, didn't he?
Oh, he looked a cut above. And that's the worry at this moment in time, Robbie, that the two best players today were their two new signings. So what have we got to do? Get another 9 in before we start clicking? That is the worry, isn't it? I think that, Gabriel's been outstanding for us every game. And we were saying there, we were talking in there, he was on the button, he was on it from the word go. It wasn't lacklustre. And I think there's a little bit of a mentality problem with these players. They've been having it too easy, Robbie, for too long. He's come into the side and showed, a different way. Partey today looked class. Looked class. Really, really played well. Can only get better. If that's his standing start, he's going to be great there. I will have to say this as well, El Neni. I thought done okay in there today. People are always ready to get onto his back and that. But I've backed him, you know what I mean? So, but
says what he on the tin, according to him.
He does what he says on the tin.
That's what he says on the tin.
Exactly, So from what I'm saying, he is what he is. He's a £5 million squad player that does a job for us. And I think you ain't going to win the league with 11 players. You have to have a squad, and he come in there today. I thought he'd done really well. Does everything simple. And I quite like him in there, So from that point of view, it'd be really interesting to see on Sunday. It's Sunday, isn't it? Who he's going to play in that midfield? Is it going to be the three in there like Xhaka, Partey? Because he's got to play now. Every game he's got to play, and Ceballos in there. I'd be very disappointed if because a couple of people mentioned it. If Partey doesn't start on Sunday. And I'm just hoping that Mikel now just settles down, gets a a proper like the team in there that he wants to play and continue to keep playing with it. You know, make the odd change here and there, but like get the players playing. I think, you know, the three up front has got to be sorted, and, you know, even be ruthless and say, look, this is my front three, this is what I'm going to go with for 3 or 4 games, and be ruthless with them, you know. So hopefully, like, we can do that. Massive game Sunday. This is for me, Sunday is a big game. Need to get the 3 points. We've got to play better than what we are. But at the end of it, as you said, like, you know, it's a win. We've got the result, and that's all that matters. And it's cup football, and we've got the win, and that's all that matters.
Masks. These are the new normal. But what you want to do is get yourself an Arsenal-inspired mask. And also, these masks are comfortable. Best ones I've worn, and they actually do the job. If you want to get one, the link is in the description right now. Go to maskfc.com and get 10% off.